Hi students, we have an assignment here. We have the practice lines and exercise arcs and circles. After you downloaded the files, it will open them up, and it says we are going to use the line command to create the geometry in the image on the starting an absolute point of 500, 600. Make sure that the lines are placed on the correct layer before moving on. Using the arc command, draw 2 arcs on the image on the top right, making sure place them on the correct layer. Using the circle command, I'll draw the circles as an image below. So this is our lines right here, and our next is our arcs right here and here, then our circles, and that's fairly easy. We have 2 circles, and that's fairly easy to do. And so let's go ahead and get started. I have CAD already open on the computer. Let's pop it open, and I have my files downloaded. The very first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to switch my layers because, as we know, as taboo, we do not draw on layer 0. We will go ahead and switch to line. And it said draw a line command from the absolute point of 500, 600. So if I go to my draw tab, line, and it's asking me specify my first point. It says either specify first point or it's going to put it there. So I'm going to put 500, type in 500, comma, 600, and it's going to start me right there. And I'm going to go down 150 because I know it's 150 from here to here. So I'm just going to go down, and I hold my cursor straight so that it says 90 in this little box right there. I can type in 150 and it will draw me a line 150 down. I know this distance from here to here is 500. So I can just make sure it's on a 0 axis and put 500 and continue on with the rest. So 150, again, 150, up, straight line of 350, back over of 150, again 150, over of straight of 500, down, over, down, back over to my closing point, 150. I'm going to hit enter or escape, enter on the keyboard, and that's getting me out of the command. Now we notice in the drawing that we had in here that our first drawing, these lines are not the same color. They're sort of like dotted lines. So let's go ahead and fix that inside here. So to do that, it's really simple. I'm going to select all of these lines and put them on the correct layer. I've got them all selected. They weren't supposed to be in a line layer. They're supposed to be in a different layer, the gold layer. So layers to go here. And now they're going to be put on a construction layer. And it's automatically changed the line type, and that's done. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to work on the arcs, just like it said inside the example. That's like, now we need to do arcs. Using the arc command, draw the 2 arcs according to the image in the top. Right, making sure you place them on the correct layer. The funky thing about this second arc, it doesn't really tell me where the center of this second arc is. So we're going to eyeball it. But the first one, it told us where the center of the arc is. So we're going to go ahead and draw. We're going to go ahead and draw it. So we're going to go CAD, back to CAD, and we are in, make sure our layer's on the arc layer, because that's what we're drawing. Arcs. And I'm going to go ahead and choose arc. So the type of arc I'm going to use is a 2-point, or a start in and a radius, because it says this is the center of the second arc. So start in, actually make sure I collect the right one. Start center in. Let's do that. Start center. Or maybe not, because it just totally gave me something different. Erase. I should have had a center start in. So center 750, comma 1100. That's my center. And it drew it upside down. Yo, that's not what I wanted. So let's redo that again this time, and let's do it the reverse answer. So 750, comma 1100, and let's do the opposite side. Look at that. Wonderful arc. Alright, now we have one more arc to draw. And the unfortunate part about this arc, it's not really told me, so I'm just going to eyeball it. It doesn't give me enough information to put a second arc, so I could say maybe arc. Choose my arc. Choose my arc of start in radius. Start in radius. Start in radius. And I'm just eyeballing it. That's my two arcs. So zoom, enter, extends, enter, and it puts it back in the center. The last and easiest part to do this is the circles. The circles are the easiest. The circles. I'm on the circles layer, and I'm going to draw a circle. And I'm going to center radius. Center radius. Again, center radius. Oops, I clicked radius. Let's do that again. Circle, center radius, circle. Now it says absolute of 750, 775. So let's say 750, comma 775, enter, and it goes to the edge of there. And that's my end finished product. We are done. That's all it took. It took me about 6 minutes to get that done. Hope you have it just as easily.